Arrowhead Stadium, where the Kansas City Chiefs will take on the Oakland Raiders. Eric, what is your game?
Well, dear Grady, today we have in the dog pound, we have the Indianapolis Colts taking on the Cleveland Browns. We're looking to be a good game today. There's been on the other news that not a lot of people do know about recently, there has been a blockbuster move in the NFL relating to the Indianapolis Colts. They acquired star pass rush linebacker T.J. Watt from the Pittsburgh Steelers.
All right, we are just about ready to kick things off at Arrowhead. McCole Hardman deep to return. This kick high and deep. And McCole Hardman will take it about a yard into the end zone. He'll take it out, shifting off a couple defenders and ultimately down at the 25-yard line.
McCole Hardman on the return.
Patrick Mahomes has looked good despite a few turnovers. In last week's game, he came through against New England when it mattered. Mahomes
I wasn't here for last game. What was the score of last game?
I believe it was a 2-score game. Maybe just a 1-score game, if I remember. I believe I want to say 35-28.
Not a bad game.
Not a bad game by any means. Mahomes close to midfield at the 44. In the shotgun all alone. And now Mahomes looking deep. He has Tyreek Hill wide open downfield and all the way down to the 21-yard line. A big play to Tyreek Hill right off the bat. And in 2 plays, Kansas City has already driven 55 yards and into Raider territory. Back to Indy.
Big update here. Here in the Cleveland Browns dog pound. The Browns are on the move with multiple big plays. As we speak, Baker Mayfield finds Odell for a 32-yard pass, putting them in squarely in the red zone. Right now, with new acquisition, T.J. Watt, this defense has not been able to withstand the front assault from the Cleveland Browns. Back to you.
Patrick Mahomes has it at his 9-yard line. First and goal for Kansas City. They'll be looking. Corner of the end zone. Pass is going to be batted down, intended for Demarcus Robinson. A good play. That'll be Mahomes' first incompletion. And I'll try it again from 2nd and 9 here. Looking over the middle for Demarcus Robinson again, but this time he was able to get into the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City. Kansas City drawing first blood for the 5th straight week to start out the season. Harrison Butker's kick is a little right, but is still in the uprights nonetheless. We'll see what this Oakland Raider offense can do, led by Josh Jacobs. Back to Cleveland.
Right now, the Browns are taking their first snap within the red zone. And, second one. They are now 3rd and 10 at the 5. Sorry. 3rd and 5 at the 5. The Browns, the offensive drive looks to be stalling out as we speak, but we shall see. The update here in Cleveland, the Browns quarterback Baker Mayfield throws the ball away on 3rd down, leading to a field goal attempt, which is good. The score is 3-0 Cleveland. Back to you, Grady.
And on the first play, Josh Jacobs, a respectable run of 13 yards. 1st and 10 for the Raiders, and this Kansas City defense struggles with the run game, which is going to have to be a major problem. But keep in mind, they did trade away Frank Clark earlier this week.
Just another man they're getting for help with the run.
Remember, they traded away Frank Clark to the Eagles for a 7th-round pick and Miles Sanders.
Wow, they got Miles Sanders? What an amazing running back. Highly underrated. If you were to look at the stats, if he averaged the same carries as, say, Derrick Henry did last year, he would have had easily over 1,000 yards and been top 3 in rushing yards that season. but he did not, because Doug Peterson clearly has no idea how to coach a football team.
Now, meanwhile here, despite the 13 run, they stall and it'll be a 4th and 8. Cole the third will punt. It's high indeed. Tyreek Hill will take it. Sheds off one tackler and now cannot shake off the other. A turnover just only 6 yards.
I mean, the Chiefs should be clear favorites going into the Super Bowl. Them versus the 49ers. But the Chiefs fans, you should not forget about the Indianapolis Colts with their amazing offensive line and elite running game. They have Marlon Mack and Jonathan Taylor leading a two-headed rushing attack, which in total yards and touchdowns on the ground, with a few touchdowns scattered in from Sam Darnold, they easily lead the league with the strongest rushing game in this year so far through Week 5.
Now, meanwhile, Mahomes is going to look very long, very deep, and he has Tyreek Hill in stride. 10, 15, touchdown. Kansas City Chiefs on a 3rd and 10. We're looking to go 3 and out, and they bomb him over the top for a 75-yard touchdown pass play to Tyreek Hill. Harrison Butker's point after is perfect. 14-0 Kansas City with the lead.
Very true. We got an injury timeout here. Mike Gillespie has gone down just as we speak. You know, this year has been specifically hard on a lot of players on a lot of teams. Seems like everyone's just getting hurt this year, especially the Eagles, which is one of the reasons that for their awful start going 0-5 to begin the year. They lost all their best defenders. They lost Darius Slay, Fletcher Cox, and I think I saw Brandon Graham was gone as well. It doesn't matter how good you are at quarterback or offensive line. Without those massive skill players, you're gonna struggle.
Derek Carr and the Raiders will set up on 1st and 10 from the 23-yard line. They'll hand the ball off first play to Josh Jacobs, but he only gains minimal yards. And now an injury timeout here. Alex Okafor down, appearing to be a knee, possibly. Laying down on the ground, only can hope. Alex Okafor, the outside linebacker for Kansas City. He was already thin, now we see him running off into the tunnel, so that's a good sign. But into
update here in Indianapolis. End of the first quarter. The Indianapolis Colts are going for it on 4th and short in Cleveland territory to hopefully extend their drive for a touchdown. And it appears they got the first down. And update here on the right guard, Mike Disclefley, though. He has a dislocated shoulder and will not be able to return for this game.
And meanwhile, this pass is intercepted by Tyrann Mathieu. He climbed the ladder, but there is a flag on the play.
Oh, no.
And it's going to be pass interference on Charvarius Ward, so a killer. You get the interception, and meanwhile, we see dislocated elbow for Alex Okafor, unable to return. Dorian O'Daniel will be his replacement.
Just a killer blow for such a strong
Number 28, Josh
Don't you agree?
The ball
I
carrier.
agree.
Derek Nutty on the tackle.
So the pass play overturned. They're at midfield. The Raiders are 2nd and 8. Derek Carr in the shotgun will take the snap alone. Looking over the right side and caught. I believe that was Amari Cooper. No, it was Nelson Aguilar.
Yes, Amari Cooper is no longer with the Oakland Raiders. He is now with the Dallas Cowgirls.
Carr's pass complete to Tyrell Williams.
We have a score update here in Indianapolis. The score is now 3-3 with Rodrigo Blankenship's kick sailing through the uprights, and it was good. Cleveland gets the ball back with 4 minutes, 30 seconds remaining in the second quarter as Rashad Higgins gets pounded in the bum hole by a fist from some raging Indianapolis Colts player.
Brings up 3rd and inches.
3rd and inches for the Raiders. They will go for it. Did he get it? They are going to say, no, he did not. It'll bring up 4th and inches, and now an interesting play call from the 30-yard line, and it appears that they indeed will go for it on 4th and just inches. They'll run it. Josh Jacobs finding room and only gaining 3, but 3 enough nonetheless for a first down, and that'll take us to the end of the first quarter here at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Back to Cleveland.
The Browns have started their drive off rather well here in Cleveland. We have Baker Mayfield just giving the ball and just divvying it out as he's prone to do. Odell's made some spectacular catches along with in the first drive, along with Nick Chubb with a spectacular run. Right now, the Indianapolis Colts appear to be just got pulled in on a play-action pass, and Baker Mayfield finds Austin Hooper for a gain of 10, extending the drive for another fresh down.
At the Chiefs' 21-yard line.
2nd and 4 for Las Vegas Raiders. And Chris Jones there to make the tackle. Only a gain of 1, and it will be 3rd and 3, so interesting decision call in the shotgun. Josh Jacobs to his right. Will take the snap. Looking to go on an out route, and it's Darren Waller who will get all the way down to the Kansas City 6-yard line. And it's good news for a set of downs here. Raiders knocking on the door for the first time today.
Update here in Cleveland. After a spectacular catch over the head of the defender that Austin Hooper made, we are now reaching the 2 minutes timeout, where 2-minute warning, where the Browns are at the 31-yard line trying to get in and put in the first touchdown of the game.
Kansas City's defense, keep in mind, one of the better defenses in the NFL right now. They're letting up a few scores, and there is going to be another Darren Waller on what appeared to be a little tight end screen getting into the left side, and he just walked in. Pending the extra point now. It's Cole on. His kick perfectly down the middle, 7-14. Kansas City still with the lead.
Makes the score Chiefs 14, Raiders 7.
Update here in Cleveland. Odell Beckham jukes out a defender and goes into the end zone while mossing 3 players. Such an amazing play. Totally not complete Madden BS, but we shall see later. Back to you as the scoring update is done. 9-3 pending the extra point.
It'll be Patrick Mahomes with 4:14 to go in the second quarter. DeAndre Washington to his right, Travis Kelce, DeMarcus Robinson, and Sammy Watkins all split out. Mahomes will take the snap. Looking over the middle for DeAndre Washington in a gain of 14 and a first down. Patrick Mahomes 6 for 9, 164 yards and a touchdown.
Just a great game so far by Mahomes.
At the 38-yard line.
I think he might be talking about his brother there, just a thought. And now meanwhile, Mahomes is sacked on what was a screen, but it was Miles Sanders, the newly acquired running back, just could not get open, and it'll be 2nd and 20 for Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs. Mahomes takes the snap on 2nd and 20, having to flush out, looking for Kelce downfield, and he's got it close to the first down marker. Exactly 20 yards and a first down for Kansas City. 3:03 and ticking here in the first half. Mahomes under center, Miles Sanders behind him. They'll take the snap, they'll pitch it out to Miles Sanders, and Sanders no room at all, losing 2 yards.
Sanders, such an explosive running back once he gets into open space, but then again, he needs to get into open space to be explosive. I mean, last season he was the first running back since 2013 to have multiple carries of 70-plus yards. I think 3 to be precise, maybe 4.
Yeah.
Big update here in Cleveland, The Indianapolis Colts on 3rd and 10 looking to extend their drive and continue going and try and even up the score. Sam Darnold steps back, throws, and is batted in the air and intercepted by Cleveland. Now at their 36. What an amazing play for the Cleveland Browns. Hopefully the Indianapolis Colts will cause yet another turnover, as they're prone to do, and murder the Cleveland Browns. Oh, but wait, DeForest Buckner with a massive sack on Baker Mayfield, pinning them back past.
And now, meanwhile, the ball is
Yes.
out, and the Raiders have it. And this is going to be a touchdown for Las Vegas. Patrick Mahomes fumbled the ball behind the line of scrimmage, and it's about a 40-yard return on the fumble. And all of a sudden, this game is about to be tied up pending the extra point.
What a painful turn of events for these Kansas City Chiefs. Such a great team, but occasionally gets the turnover issues. And update here in Cleveland, the Indianapolis Colts were able to hold the Browns to a field goal attempt of around 50 yards, 45 yards. Cody Parkey kicks it. It's got the accuracy and it's got the length. Score. It is now 13-3. Cleveland Browns leading.
Mahomes taking the snap. He's looking downfield to Marcus Robinson, and he just overthrew it. Mahomes looking to see if he can get that 2-minute offense going, just like he does seemingly every week, it seems like, for the most part. It was only last week they did not score within the final 2 minutes of the first half. And now Mahomes in trouble, and he's sacked, and the ball's out again, but fortunately, Kansas City falls on it. It was Laurent Duvernay-Tardif who fell on the ball.
What a lucky turn of events here for the Kansas City Chiefs. It's very rare that a team recovers their own fumble.
Third and a very long 22. Mahomes in trouble. Buying time, and he's just going to launch it deep. Looking for Miles Sanders, and incomplete. No, excuse me, DeMarcus Robinson. Miles Sanders was coming across. DeMarcus Robinson looking for a flag, but no flag. Tommy Townsend on the punt.
For the Chiefs.
Punt very high and very deep punt from Tommy Townsend. And he'll be tackled right at the 50, back to Cleveland.
The Raiders take over first.
We are reaching the halftime here in Cleveland, Brady, with the score 13-3 Cleveland. The Indianapolis Colts were driving, though. Hopefully, they're looking to turn this around and be the team up 23-13 at the end of this game. Back to you as the kickoff starts now. The Indianapolis Colts taking it up to the 25. Back to you in Kansas City.
1 minute exactly left here in Cleveland. Excuse me, Kansas City. All that Cleveland talk has got me riled up about that game. Carr to throw. Pass caught Darren Waller. And at the 29, and they are now in field goal range, but the clock is ticking. They do have one timeout still, however.
A gain of 14. First down.
Derek Carr back in the shotgun. He'll take the snap. All alone. Looking across the sideline. And he's got Darren Waller yet again. 6 receptions, 61 yards, and a touchdown for Darren Waller tonight here in the first quarter. 33 seconds
Darren
left.
Waller is just such a threat in the receiving game for any team. You have to game plan around him. He's got the explosiveness in and out of cuts that really make a defense pay for not giving him enough attention.
And now Kansas City seeing if they can hold once again here in the red zone. And now meanwhile, Shavarius Ward comes in and blasts Derek Carr. That is going to be a sack, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 7 from the 11-yard line. Carr in the shotgun. Josh Jacobs to his left. He'll take the snap, looking to pass. Looking for the end zone, and it is caught by Henry Ruggs, and he is in for a touchdown. Raiders take the lead with just seconds left here in the first half.
I mean, as they say, Henry Ruggs go fast. That's just what he does. He go fast. So you can't really blame the Chiefs' defense. He just go too fast for them to keep up. It's not anything against them. It's just a praise of Henry Ruggs go fast.
I agree. It's going to be a very high kick. Taken out the 5 by Mecole Hardman, and Hardman down to the 28-yard line. Mahomes will have one shot here to go deep if he chooses to, which it looks like they will, coming out in a 4-receiver set. Tyreek Hill all alone on the left. 3 wide receivers on the right. 3-man rush. Mahomes will escape the pocket to buy time. Throwing it on the run. And he's got Kelsey, but out of bounds. No time left on the clock. About a 50-yard pass play, but not into the end zone. And not successful. It is halftime here at Arrowhead. Back to Cleveland.
We have an update here. The Indianapolis Colts decided to go for it on 4th down, and the ball, a perfectly thrown ball by Sam Darnold, is just dropped by their worthless tight end, Jack Doyle. Back to you in Kansas City.
Tommy Townsend kicking off to start the third half. It'll be taken and returned to about the 26, 27-yard line as well. They'll spot it, tackled by Ben Newman.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Carr in the shotgun. Josh Jacobs to his left. He'll take the snap. Heavy rush coming from the Kansas City defense, but Darren Waller, a gain of about 18 yards. No, excuse me, Henry Ruggs. And that is just, this Kansas City defense getting pressured, but Derek Carr finding those open receivers for gains of, short yardage for real quick. Not a lot of time for Kansas City to get to the quarterback.
Update here in Cleveland. The Indianapolis Colts' defense was able to push back Cleveland and not make it not have them advance it any farther. The Cleveland Browns are now going for a field goal. It is about a 50-yard field goal. Not a gimme, but not impossible. Cody Parkey is wide to the left. No good. Indianapolis gets the ball back at the 47-yard line.
There's just something about Cody Parkey missing left.
Josh Jacobs, the ball carrier.
With new life, the Indianapolis Colts give the hands to hand the ball off to Marlon Mack for a rush of 13 yards and another first down. They go back to him again on the very next play. And Sam Darnold takes the snap, hands it off, moves it up, and it's not as good as a gain. It was only a gain of 1 this time. Marlon Mack is having an immaculous year so far. He's being in the top 5 leading rushers so far this year.
Carr's pass.
Meanwhile, here at Arrowhead Stadium.
Big play update here. Sorry for interrupting you. Marlon Mack takes the ball for 30 yards down to the Cleveland Browns 10-yard line. Sorry, back to you.
Raiders lining up in the I formation. Here at the 27, knocking on the red zone door. But a big play coming from McClendon, who was a trade in the preseason. He was traded along with J.M. Brown, if you remember that, for a 3rd-round pick, and Eric Fisher in the preseason. He was there to stop it. It's going to be 2nd and 12. Carr to take the snap, looking over the middle. He's got a man wide open. It's Henry Ruggs, and Derek Nottie now down for Kansas City.
He just goes fast. What can I say? He just goes fast. It's not fair. Like, you can do all you can, but you just can't cover speed. And a scoring update here in Indianapolis. Indianapolis Colts Sam Darnold throws a dime to Cortland Sutton in the end zone for the touchdown, bringing the game back within 1 score. Back to you.
It'll be 3rd and goal from the 1-yard line.
Short of the goal line.
Colin Sanders coming in now for Derek Nottie, the injured Derek Nottie. Derek Nottie will return soon at the 1-yard line on 3rd and goal. Carr taking the snap, and he is going to be stopped, losing 3 yards back at the 4. It was Anthony Hitchens who got in there and just blew the play up. And now they'll have to settle for a field goal. And now this to make it a 10-point game. His kick perfect. 24-14. Raiders with the lead here in Arrowhead.
Raiders 24. Chiefs 14.
Entering the 3rd quarter, you said? Update here in Cleveland. 13-10, 2nd and 10, starting the 4th quarter. Cleveland hands the ball off to Nick Chubb for a gain of about 5. Sorry, 6 yards, coming up a third and medium, a third and fourth. If Indianapolis gets the ball, they will be able to keep their hopes alive, but it does not appear like that will happen as Baker Mayfield finds Kareem backup kicker Hunt for the first down. Back to you.
And now meanwhile, Tyreek Hill with a huge gain of about 49 yards across the field all the way to the 36-yard line of the Raiders. And now all of a sudden, after one play, Kansas City pressing on this Oakland defense once again.
Big update here in Cleveland. Sorry for the interruption. Baker Mayfield finds Jarvis Landry for 26 yards, bringing them to the 21-yard line of the Indianapolis Colts. The Browns looking to extend their lead, but the Indianapolis Colts refuse to die just yet. Back to you in Arrowhead Stadium.
Start of the fourth quarter. Kansas City has it 2nd and 10 at the Raider 36. Looking over the middle, Kelsey's wide open. It'll be a gain of about 13 yards and a fresh set of downs for Kansas City. Knocking on the red zone door of Oakland now. Patrick Mahomes in the shotgun. Miles Sanders to his left. Mahomes in trouble, having to flush out of the pocket. He'll dump it down low to Miles Sanders, and Sanders inside the 10 to about the 8-yard line. 1st and goal, Kansas City. And now all of a sudden, it's Kansas City bringing the heat on this Oakland defense, not the other way around.
Update here in Cleveland. The Indianapolis Colts pulled them to 4th inches on their 12-yard line. We are waiting here to see what the Cleveland Browns do. No one knows if they are going to go for it or kick the field goal and take a 6-point lead. It appears that the Indianapolis Colts will have to hold for one more play and getting the ball back down 3 if they get the stop. Baker Mayfield takes the snap. It's a quick pass, and it's caught by T. Higgins at the 5, with the Cleveland Browns looking to drain the clock and put the game away with a game-winning touchdown.
Now, meanwhile, on 3rd and goal, it's Sammy Watkins catching a ball midway through the end zone. Kansas City now within one possession. The extra point here from Harrison Butker on its way, and perfect. 21-24. Kansas City right back in this thing here at Arrowhead.
Makes the score Raiders 24, Chiefs 21.
The Cleveland Browns score update here. As you can tell, they scored a touchdown. Again, just keeping on the pressure. It's now 3 minutes, 11 seconds left. Cleveland goes up by 10. This might be the dagger to put away the Indianapolis Colts, but we will see.
Derek Carr looking to put this game away here at Arrowhead Stadium. He's in the shotgun all alone. 3 receiver set. Looking over the middle, Darren Waller. And he will be stopped after a gain of 8 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and 2 coming out.
Complete to Darren Waller. 8 yards on the pickup.
Josh Jacobs to his left. Carr in the shotgun once again. They'll hand the ball off to him. And maybe just 1 yard. And now Richie Incognito holding his knee and limping off the field. It'll be 3rd and 1. Carr back to pass. Looking, fires for Henry Ruggs, and he has a gain of 2 and a 1st down.
Carr's pass complete to Henry
Any
Ruggs.
updates in Cleveland?
No! Sam Darnold goes deep to his tight end, Jack Doyle. And you just got past the defense, and he just couldn't hang on to the ball. The Indianapolis is trying to mount a late-game comeback from down 2 scores, but things just aren't going their way. Back to you.
The Raiders have it just across midfield. Lining up in a power set, they'll run it with Josh Jacobs, and he will gain only a few yards up to the 40, and it'll be 2nd and 4.
update here in Cleveland. 2 minutes, 20 seconds remaining, 4th and 4. The Indianapolis Colts are forced to go for it, and they do. Sam Darnold scrambles, fires, finds Jack Doyle at the 25-yard line of the Cleveland Browns for the first down and a new fresh set of downs. 2-minute warning just happened. The Indianapolis Colts still have life. They have all 3 timeouts as well.
And now the Raiders looking to put away this Kansas City Chiefs defense for their first loss of the year. The Raiders 2-2, Kansas City 4-0. And lining up for the power side.
Turnover here. Baker. Turnover here. Indianapolis Colts ball. Sam Darnold trying to ball out and lead his team back. Throws it into the end zone where it's batted around and picked off again. Sam Darnold not off to the hottest start this year with having the same number of touchdowns as interceptions. Right now, the only hope that Indianapolis has is to get a turnover and then an onside kick to hopefully come back.
It'll be 3rd and 9 here at the 25. Kansas City desperately needing a stop and pray for a field goal over the middle. It's wide open and down to the 3-yard line. And Derek Carr carving up this Kansas City defense, 1st and goal.
Tyrell Williams. First down, Las Vegas. Today's final score, Raiders 24.
And the Raiders will kneel this ball out, and Kansas City will suffer their first loss of the year. The final score, 24-21, Las Vegas with the win in this one.
Big update here in Cleveland. And Cleveland Browns are trying to drain the clock and take this as a W. And it appears they will. Baker Mayfield out in the victory formation to kneel out the clock and win. This game score is 20-10, it appears, will be the final score of this game.
Both exciting games, both games very exciting and very close. And now for some personal stats, first for the Kansas City Chiefs and Oakland Raiders game. Passing yards, Patrick Mahomes with 147.9 passer rating. Out of 20 attempts, he completed 13 for 306 yards and 3 touchdowns, no interceptions. Rushing, Josh Jacobs had 4 broken tackles, and he led the way with 52 yards for leading rushing. Receiving wise, Darren Waller 69 yards, Henry Ruggs had 39 yards, but Tyreek Hill had 168 yards, a touchdown, and Kelsey 84 yards, on 4 receptions. That'll do it for stats here at Arrowhead. Back to Eric in Cleveland.
Well, for the quick stat update here in Cleveland, we have the pressing scene for Indianapolis Colts fans. They fall to 3-2, but all is not lost. The quarterback, Sam Darnold, threw for 133 yards, a touchdowns, and 2 picks. On the rushing end, they had Marlon Mack, a surprising running back coming into this year. No one thought he would be this good. He has 95 yards, 1 broken tackle, and no touchdowns. Receiving for the Indianapolis Colts, we have Cortland Sutton with 2 catches for 23 yards and a touchdown, and Jack Doyle for 5 catches, 66 yards. On the defensive end, we had several tackles, but 1 sack from DeForest Buckner, who had to leave early because of the game, because of an injury, and no turnovers this game. For the Browns, on the other hand, they had quite a good outing here, as Baker Mayfield had 189 yards and 2 touchdowns, where Nick Chubb had 12 carries for 99 yards. In receiving, you had Kareem Kareem Hunt for 4 catches, 25 yards. Hooper, 4 catches for 39 yards. Both those lead the team. And finally, on the defensive end, you had 1 sack for Myles Garrett, leads the team this game, and 2 picks, 1 for Candy and 1 for Wilson to lead this Cleveland Browns team to a win. That is all. Back to you.
Well, thank you for tuning in to this week's episode of Dual Commentary. We hope you enjoyed it. Subscribe to both Sir Bikini and Random Hobo. You can watch the Indianapolis Colts Cleveland Browns game on the Random Hobo channel. Like and subscribe. Thank you for watching Week 5.